Luffy ambition, king of the rappers, the mission.
Hey, what's going on, gang? It's Murata Music with 3-piece TCG, big TCG, and 2D. Almost 200 have spoken, and they said, hey, we want to see RP Luffy first, okay? We want to see RP Luffy first, but second. Anyways, so we're coming back. I've got the updated Rosinante purple Luffy package. Smash that like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell, and go down in the comments. Let me know what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what would you be doing differently. Speaking of that, a dear friend of the channel, Spam Thulu, was telling me just today, he was saying, hey, put in that Thunder Bagua. And I've also heard from another subscriber as well, who I shouted out in the other video, you know, Thunder Bagua, right? And I have had these, I've been cooking with this as well. I just, you know, I'm only going to put out so many videos at once, right? There's only so many hours in a day. Anyhow, so from the last switch to now, what we basically have done was we took out the Gum Gum Gatlings, we put in the Thunder Baguas, and I think for the most part that's it. I think that's it. I was trying Shanks. I was trying Shanks as well. Luffy's it for me. I had took out Luffy and I took out the Gum Gum Gatlings and I put in Shanks and Bagua after testing. I personally like Luffy and Bagua. So great card. It helps us ramp it helps us defend and ramp and or trigger into a ramp, and or it can be brought back with Pink. Senor Pink cannot be searched. You're still only searching for these 6 events with Nami. So you're searching with these 6 for these 6 events, these 3 bigs, or these 8 2Ks, and that's it. Everything else you kind of don't care about. So just remember that going into these games. But got some great games for you guys. I also had a subscriber today ask me about a Blackbeard matchup, and I was like, yo, I got you covered on that one too. So let's get into these matches. If you haven't seen me do a full breakdown on this video, or on this list, I mean, you can check the video before it and you will see me go through every card and all that good stuff. But anyways, let's get into these matches. And so I've really been wanting to showcase a match against Bonney because they've been the bane of our existence for so long. Now I'm going to choose to go first. I see what I want here. I get to ramp, I get to see cards. We're gonna be all right. I mean, as all right as we can be. Now, Bonney is almost a direct counter to this deck at times because of the way the cards they have at their disposal, namely horny ass Jones, the horniest of Jones. And why? Because typically we use all of our Dawn. We have our Rosinante out there. I mean, I say typically, it's a new concept, but we have our Rosinante out there. He puts 2 Dawn up and we get to defend ourselves. Well, guess what? When they horny ass Jones, they get rid of those 2 Dawn. They turn those 2 Dawn sideways, or they could turn a blocker and a Dawn sideways. They can do whatever they want, and they do have to take a life, which is big for us. But they do that, and then guess what? We're sitting on our seatbelt with 2 Gum Gum Giants in our hand, and we die, right? So you have to go the extra mile when you're playing against them. Anyhow, it's already party time for us, and am I going to bite the apple? I bite that apple's ass and do my little thug dizzle, play out the Nami, search a Gatling, and my idea is that I will be able to. Now I'm searching the big. Please search that big. There we go. My idea is that I'll be able to pull that the giant back out from the trash with Senor Pink. And they're already up to no good with horny ass Jones, the first horny ass Jones of the game. Swinging 7 and 8. We will block because we'll block the booby smoker because we don't want to lose a card. And then we take the hits after that. Okay, so now we're at 10 Dawn. We're going to go ahead and swing 10. And where are we swinging 10 into? We're going to try and clean up the board. Okay, so we're gonna go for the board. They're gonna turn our character side, our leader sideways. You think if they turn our character if they really want to get rid of Rosinante. We do that. We return to Dawn. We're gonna draw a card. We're gonna draw a add a Dawn, and now we can pretty much clean swing into the Booby Smoker and possibly get rid of him. I would say, but we're gonna go ahead and swing up to just 7 to 7 first. Drain one more card out of their hand. And now they got to give it to us, right? I said they got to give it to us, right? And they don't. They go down to 2 cards. Go down to 2 cards. And I spent all my Dawn. I spent all of my Dawn. Here comes another horny-ass Jones. So far, we haven't hit them once for life. They've only taken their own life with that Jones. So that's the deal with the devil they got to make. At this point, I'm like, all right, I'm going to get rid of my 2-2Ks. And I'm going to take that hit. And I'm almost just about at their mercy at this point. Thankfully, I did search a Gatling. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And now they can swing right there. And they're really just trying to clean me out of this game. And I feel them. Okay. They thought the game was over. Game is not over. We're going to swing 7. And they're going to take the hit. And we got 3 big swings. Or... yeah, they concede. That game was fast. I forgot how fast that game went. But yeah, so it came down to them conceding because while they do have 2, 4, and then 5 and 6, 7, I don't know. I guess they really weren't feeling it. But what they were gonna have to face was 9 Dawn being split between 9 Dawn. I could literally 3, 6. I could literally swing 5 twice, okay? That would cause them to have to give me a 2K out of their hand or take a life, okay? And then, of course, then you have another 9, another 9, and a 10. So I guess they just weren't feeling it. And if at any point they took 1 hit, then you can best believe that I would be going, loading up and just swinging big 2 times kind of deal. So anyways, we had them where we wanted them. Actually, we did not. Actually, that was tough. So anyways, I don't want to spend more time talking about the game than the game happened. But yeah, be wary of horny ass Jones. All right, gang. So it's looking like we're going against a Blackbeard. Everybody's worried about Blackbeard. Well, we're about to go off against them. They chose first. And they chose second, excuse me. I decided to keep this hand because I got some ramp. And against Blackbeard, when I'm playing against Blackbeard, I want to be able to, 1, ramp. And then, of course, with that kind of ramp, I get the swing, give them that pressure. And we just want to develop big targets early because while they can get rid of our 4s and 5s with Doc Q and company, it's a lot harder. They got to see cards, a lot sooner for them to get rid of a big-ass Luffy. So anyhow, it's going to be very interesting. I'm already thinking of the lines of play that I'm going to have to do and, what I'm going to have to be able to pull off. So we're seeing they drew Vasco shot, which is the blocker. We got a bunch of 2Ks. Nothing we can really work with right now. We don't got any big pieces that we're building to just yet. So, and it's, it's 6 cards in their hand. And it looks like they're thinking about whether they want to black hole me. And they black hole me this damn early, which is crazy to me. But luckily, we got lead performer disaster. We don't care about a black hole. So I'm going to go ahead and ramp 1 more time. Yeah, I think I ramp 1 more time. That's a great play. And then I get to ramp again. And now I can just swing 8 at them if I want to. There's no reason to even hold on to 1. But I decide to play the mind game and let them know that I have Gum Gum Giant. And I've seen pros do that in tournaments. And I mean, they'll leave 1 Dawn up as early as like 5. And I'm like, what are you leaving that up for? You're not going to use a Gum Gum Giant and go from 5 to 3, dog. That's not even going to happen. That's not a reality. But, they do it just to let them know. And whatever. It's a conversation we have, right? Okay, so they got Van Auger. They get rid of Bosco shot. And they're black holing me again already, which is wild. Okay, so I would have held on to those 2 cards. They could have 7 cards right now, but they chose not to. Fine by me. Okay, so at this point, I mean, I ain't got nothing to do but develop a big and swing. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to swing 7. And the reason I'm swinging 7 is because I'm trying to get as many cards out of their hand as possible. and it looks like they're still going to have another turn. They're at 8 Dawn now. So they got this turn, and then next turn, they can drop their big. However, between now and then, I'm going to get 2 big city swings in on them boys, and I'm going to make sure that they have 1 life left. They get rid of a teach, and I'm like, yo, that's the second teach you got rid of. You must be concerned about some things, okay? So that tells me when they got rid of the first teach, I knew they had a teach. When they got rid of the second teach, I said, damn, y'all, you had 3 teaches in your hand? Because there's no way you're getting rid of teach and you don't have one in your hand. So anyhow, they're going to go ahead and swing 8 at us, and I'm surprised that, they're not able to get rid of our big. I think that was a misplay on their end. Yeah, oh wait, they just didn't have the Dawn. They didn't have the Dawn. Okay, cool. Yeah, so what I was thinking real quick, gang, I thought that was a misplay on their end because I was like, yo, if you had Liberation, then why didn't you? But they only had 3 Dawn left. So I had them in a tight spot, and this is what I'm talking about. When you ramp really fast against Blackbeard and you put a big target out there against Blackbeard, it gets tough for them to do what they want to do. They can't just simply liberate you because they don't have the Dawn available. They are 1 Dawn shy, and that might cost them, right? So let's see what's up. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and swing 6. I swing 10. I play out another 9-drop Luffy. And now it's like, okay, you can play Big Beard or, your Blackbeard. Then what are you going to do? So they're going to go ahead and turn both Fan Augers sideways. And it looks like they're going to go the route of getting rid of Luffy. And, yeah, that ain't going to work for you, Jack, because what are you going to do about the threats now? You got rid of your Vasco shot. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how do you beat Blackbeard? You take Blackbeard out of the game. Like, we've effectively taken their biggest big out of the game. One of the biggest bigs in the game out of the game. You know what I mean? By just developing too many Luffys back to back. We're at 1 life. We got 1 Dawn active. We're kind of sitting pretty because even if they wanted to flip the switch and kind of really go for it, not only did we have 2 Gum Gum Giants, but we also had 6K encounter, and we still had a life after that. So it would take a lot of luck on their end to get past us. Anyhow, that doesn't happen. They get rid of another teach. This game's over, Jack. This game is over. And, no Rosinante shenanigans required. We just spend 16 and get them out of here. But yeah, the bitter brush. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so that's how you beat their big. Take their big completely out of the game. We were able to ramp. Actually, ramp. That's how we do it. And you remember, if you're going first, we basically discovered this with blue purple Luffy in yesterday's video. If you're going first and you ramp once, next turn you have a 4 and a 3 cost ramp, you get to ramp twice. Ramp once the first turn, ramp twice on your second turn. Yeah, whatever the hell, on your third turn. Yeah, because it's ramp once on your second turn technically, and then on your third turn you ramp twice, and then with this leader you ramp an additional time. So that's crazy sauce. Anyway, let's get to the next one. Let's see. They chose to go first, so they took first from us, but I was like, you know what? I'm thinking I'll go ahead and keep it because I got a Bond Clay, I got 2 of my Gum Gum Giants and a Thunder Bagua, so I can take a hit. I can choose to develop or not develop Bond Clay and then Thunder Bagua and ramp. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, we're going to go ahead and take this hit. We don't have a choice. And I'm thinking, okay, cool. So now I can go ahead and get rid of their search, or I can play out Bond Clay. And we got a bunch of options. And that's what I love about this deck. We got a bunch of options. The gears are turning in every way, shape, or form. So now whatever they play on this turn, I'm going to God Thread out of here, okay? In this case, it's going to be Dish the Cabin, okay? So they swing 7. We counter out with 2. We're healthy. We ramp 1. We're going to ramp again. You see what I'm saying? Like, lethal. Now, what I did mess up in this case is I could have got value swinging with Bond Clay. Sue me. You know what I mean? I did mess up. I got a little whatever you want to call it. I got a little excited. For that God's Thread. So anyways, so now they're going to go ahead and develop Basil Hawkins. They swing here. We can give them a rad beam and just stay healthy, and that's fine by me. We've got all of the Gum Gum Giants. God bless. We're gonna go ahead and play out a Luffy. We could play out a Nami, but you know, we'll see what's up. But yeah, we can swing 6, 7, and 10 if we want to. So it looks like we're gonna swing 7 first. See what they want to do. Basil Hawkins is not a blocker. That's only a piss kid thing when they want to make him a blocker. We got him down to 2 life. They've got virtually no board. They turn that shank sideways, and that's it, dog. Okay, so very interesting play right here because we're just going to go straight up for 11 to their face. And it looks like am I choosing to do that? I'm drawing a card because I'm like, yo, I need something. And right now, I can just swing big. Yeah, fuck it. Swing big at their face and get them down to 0. Now, if they were to put up a chump blocker of some sort, I can search with Nami. I can get that Uso Hachi me so horny, turn that blocker sideways, and then swing with the remaining into face. That's one avenue. But I mean, look at this, gang. We got all 4 Gum Gum Giant and Thunder Bagua, and a Thunder Bagua, I should say. They're developing as they should. Swinging 11. We go ahead and take. That sucks. But we can use that to get rid of Law. Also, if we could draw into a Rosinante, that'd be sick. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and -2. We get rid of the Thunder Bagua, which is really interesting on, yeah, to me. Because I think I would have rather held on to that. Look me today. And, well, we got rid of God Thread anyways. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and swing 8 at their face. And we've got Rosinante. We've got 6K encounter, well, 7K encounter, and 3 Gum Gum Giants. We are feeling amazing. The only thing I could throw us off hardcore would be if they had a, what's his name? A horny-ass Jones. But as you see, because of the knowledge that we've gotten, we are playing to keep 3 up in case of emergency. So they would play that horny-ass Jones. Looks like they don't. Instead, they put up a life. But anyways, neither here or there. So they're going to swing 6. Just give them the Nami. Yeah, give them the Nami. Because we're not searching out any more Gum Gum Giants. They swing here. And I'm like, let's do the Gum Gum Giant. It's a little bit much. And I think I'm right here. I'm like, I want to hold on the Doflamingo for a Rosinante play. But me today would definitely get rid of Doffy. Because look what I did. I wound up with 2 fucking Doffies. God bless. At this point, I'm like, okay, I just might have a screwed the pooch here. It's not looking too good for us, gang. Anyhow, so we're going to go back to 10, believe it or not, thanks to Doflamingo's ability. And I'm thinking, okay, I got that Uso Hachi. I could swing, and I can swing with everything, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and turn that blocker sideways, and then I'm going to start with 9, and that 9 is giving me a lot of data. That 9 is giving me a lot of data about their hand right here. Okay, so they just give me 3 cards, easy peasy, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and swing another 9, see what they got for me, okay? If they got it for me, then they're going to have it, you know? I'm going to swing 10 at them, though, and we're going to see what else they got. They ain't got it. Okay, so the reason why I did that is because understanding that, you know, they can only have so much damn counter. I mean, look, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they had 10K. Exactly. That's nuts. So I swung 9. You know, they had it. I swung 9 again. And they did have 9 exactly. Okay. And then setting it up for 10. Wow, that was perfect. That was pretty close. And I've had tough games, really close games. I think this Law Leader is very interesting, very good. But anyhow, what we would have had is them swinging back at us with an 11 and a 9. I think we were in a do or die position for sure. Because while we could have gotten rid of this one and drew into a 1, yeah, it was going to be tough for us. So anyways, it's one of those dare to be great moments, and you got to know when to go for it. So we hit the gas, and they didn't have it. We took it. One, I was playing against this guy, and I was practicing my Plofy deck. And They were handling up and they were good. I was like, all right, hey, rematch. And they was like, Mori or Doffy? And I'm like, give me that Doffy and let me try my new RP Luffy list and let's just see. Let's just see. So anyways, we were having a silly, goofy time. They're a great player. I choose to go second, right? I think I chose to go second. Anyhow, I like what I have. So at this point, I'm just preventing that first 7K swing. I'm like, yo, this is my game. We draw into the it's to die for. And at this point, I'm like, okay, cool. I swing 2 over here. He lets it go, which is great. Now we're going to search us out a Gum Gum Giant, which is great. And we're good to go. Okay, so I don't know exactly. I mean, you don't want to get rid of your whole hand, I guess. But I mean, letting that Weevil go, you're thinking of something I'm not, I guess. So anyways, this is why going second into Doffy is so great with this list, because we run it's to die for. We run the ramps that'll get you there, and with those ramps, you can then swing into whatever they develop. At least one of them, because they typically turn sideways. We ramp again. We ramp again. We ramp again, dude. This is crazy. You know, some would call it luck. But when you play with skills, good luck will happen. Okay, I'll be the first to tell you. I'm gonna play out another Nami. Give me another giant. Give me another Gum Gum Giant for my troubles, please. 2 Gum Gum Giants on dick. Okay, we're not out of the woods yet, as he immediately red rocks us. Swinging 6. I could take it. We could take it. Yeah, we take it. We get another 2K for our trouble. Now we got Bond Clay. I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, I'm definitely thinking about giving me some big old boot scoot Luffy, drawn to another 2K. Ramping up. We don't need to save any Don. We're swinging 7. We're swinging 7. We're swinging 10. I can't even say it 3 times fast. So now we get that out there. Swinging 10 in the Doffy. And, yeah, 2 Don active. Okay. So they're at their 8 Don, or 9 Don, excuse me. They get rid of another big 2 Gum Gums. 2 Red Rocks. Are you kidding me? And they're going to be able to activate Leader's ability. If they're swinging at Rosie, we're not letting that go. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. So anyways, yeah, we don't want to let a 0 go either. We're going to go ahead and just give them a 2K. Any 2K. Yeah. And now they are, you know, they're doing Doffy things. They're doing Doffy things. They put the Jinbei out there. They got the Weevil upright. Yo, another Rosinante play. Come on, dog. And I'm thinking, do I want to trash the Gum Gum Giant? My man, what happened? And he disconnected. We were having fun. We were having fun. It was fun when he was beating me, I guess. It was fun when I was trying to work out my other list before I got it ironed out. But once I switched to the big dogs, the stuff that was figured out, I guess it wasn't fun no more. I don't know. I don't know what to say. But anyhow, let's take a look. I mean, we had we basically developed these. He was about to draw into another Red Rock, which I think is absolutely fucking insane. I don't know who runs 3 Red Rocks these days. But, you know, had the pudding. I had never had a big enough hand to justify a pudding play, I guess, in their eyes. But, yeah, on our turn, we would have been on get these guys the F out of here patrol. And that would have just simply been swinging 7 here. They could counter out, and then we'd swing another 7, and they could counter out again. But they would take, well, that would have taken 4 of their 5 cards. And, yeah, so if they did let it go, then we start going to face. And, you know, they're the ones that are going to have to do something to us. We're big chilling. We've got the Giants. You know, we're going to draw into a Bagua next turn, or draw into a Bagua with the Giant and get another 2K out alive. But anyhow, GG's. Gang, now we got ourselves an anal. That's right. So look, I choose to go second. I see that I got a Doffy and a Senor Pink, and I'm like, that's cool, but I need some ramp, dog. I see that they're doing the flampe action, and I'm like, you know what? Y'all want to take your life? Cool, we're gonna give you your life, because there's no way I'm gonna just allow them to just turbo down, right? It's gonna be the same difference. Anyhow, they swing 8. We trigger into a ramp. Very happy about that. And then we ramp again. Now, this is going to be a very saucy turn for your boy, because, Typically, I do not play out Namis. You guys know I like to hold on to my Namis to the end, but we get it. One Rad Beam, cool. The first one was a saucy Nami. The second one was a greedy Nami. You know the Nami with the berries in her eyes? Yeah, we had berries in Nami's eyes, unfortunately, and we just bottom decked 2 Rosinantes and a Doffy Doferston. For shame. And we whiff on top of it. So I was like, God bless. I should have been happy. I should have settled out of court with the first one. I would have drew into a Rosinante and then a Doffy the next turn. I'm like, it's gonna be one of them games for man. We're not making it in this one. Luckily, we take a hit, we go down to 1 life, and then we draw into 1. Cool. Now we're gonna go ahead and ramp up. We're gonna play out a Rose and not. No, we can play out a Queen. Yeah, we can play out a Queen. Yeah. So we can take them down to 1 life, which me today wouldn't bother doing, because all of their cards that would heal them don't get any benefit if they're at 2. You know what I mean? So disregard me attacking them. I'm only thinking, I'm coming from a place of, well, maybe I can, be able to rush their life down. But with that Shirahoshi involved, I'm not going to be able to rush them down and make a difference. Now, they play out this new hoe-ass card that they can look at a life, they can mess with my life and then get rid of a 5 cost or less. And that's what they choose to do. Then they swing 8, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give you a 2 and a 1. Oh, actually, no, Rad Beam. Yeah, Rad Beam. Why not? Okay, so we're still not seeing the bigs we would like to see, and that sucks. So all I can think to do here is Don Quixote, Rosinante, and get rid of Thunder Bagua. Then we draw into our Dofer, and at this point, Doffy's going to be able to bring back Thunder Bagua for us with, Senor Pink's help, of course. And so we got the choice to develop a Bond Clay, and in the case that they would drop another big. And that's the one pro to them turboing down, is that, when they're attacking us and we're attacking them, they get no value out of a Yamato or anything else, so like if they were to play a big right now, I can easily mimic, and then we can swing 3 at them, and they will be forced to use that Shirahoshi, because what's going to happen is we got to get them to use their Shirahoshi first, and then whether or not their life is happening, they basically will get a free cycle when they have a Shirahoshi live. You know what I'm saying? That's what sucks. So they go ahead and play Luffy out, and they want to get rid of my Bond Clay. Now, my mind's going 2 places. Either A, you don't got a big to play, or B, you don't want me to swing 3 times at you and nullify the advantage of having that Shirahoshi on the board. So now they're going to swing 9 at your boy. And we don't want to go down to 0. We really don't want to go down to 0. So we -2, we get rid of a 2K, which is crazy pants. Now I'm thinking, okay, do I do Doffy, or do we just go ahead and get into the Luffy rushdown, right? So if I go ahead and I swing at him, then I can pressure. I can kind of check their temperature, because swinging for 7, I still got 8 Dawn for Doffy, I still got 9 Dawn for Luffy. They take it immediately. Okay, they take it. Now I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll swing again, and they use that Shirahoshi blocker, or they counter out. I get cards out of their hand. Let's see what happens. And I decided to just swing 6, because I'm starting to think, well, maybe I want to do Luffy. Maybe I want to actually play out Luffy. So here I am. I play out Luffy. And I wind up swinging again, and the reason I'm swinging is because I'm hoping that they'll give me the Shirahoshi instead of going to 0, actually, because there's no threat for lethal right now. Anyhow, they actually take the life. They want to see another card. They got Shirahoshi. It doesn't matter to them. So now they're going to Yamato Anami away, and now they're set up again. So now they can swing 6 into somebody. I would think it would be, well, they're trying to get me out of the game. So they're going to bypass Rosinante. I'll give them I would hope I gave them a Sanji instead, because I could Usohachi that Shirahoshi, and really, I could have gone for game. But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and play out Doffy for sure this time. But before we do that, we wanna swing at them, right? So we're gonna swing 7, 7, and 10, which is just amazing. And with Senior Pink, we're gonna be able to get back a Gum Gum Giant, which is nasty. And I believe, yeah, I think unless my math is off, we can swing 7. When we do Doflamingo, he's going to -1. We gain a Dawn back. Senor Pink is going to also -1, but also give us a active Dawn. So we're going to have 4 Dawn between Rosinante, Luffy's ability, and Senor Pink's ability. Crazy, I know. Okay, so let's go ahead and take Gum Gum Giant. We get 1 active from them. I'm going to gain another active. Cool. End of turn. Rosinante, give me 2 more active Dawn. Thank you, please. And, you know, we've got quite a board to be staring at right now. They start with Rygoing, our 10 Luffy, so they don't want to see Luffy. And I'm surprised, though. I'm a little surprised, though. I'm surprised that they don't want to play an Ace, or they don't want to play a Yamato, or, you know, they don't want to play any more games. So now Doffy's going to take us back to 10, and we can very freely use a Gum Gum Giant if we wish. We're not going to 0. Don't let me think we're going to 0. Yeah, we go to Thunder Bagua, and now they can swing 10, and of course we got everything for that as well. We can Gum Gum Giant a lead performer, and then boom, now we just give them that Bond Clay. Boom, we got that. And another big Luffy. All right, so we know that we can swing. It looks like I'm about to mess this up. I should swing 6, then 7, then 7, then 9, then 10. That's how I should do it. But of course, alas, we get a little antsy in our pantsy. We return that Dawn, leader's ability, cool. I'm gonna swing 6 at them. What they gonna do about that? Not much. Give me that 2K. They actually take the hit. These are all good things. So now I'm gonna be able to, now I'm gonna be able to swing another 7. See Shirahoshi. You gotta give me 2 cards, a life for Shirahoshi. Oh, they give us another life. They're fishing for something, okay? So then we swing 9, and it looks like it's gonna be a Shirahoshi block. Not quite. That's their way of saying, I ain't got it, Jack. I ain't got it, okay? And 1 Dawn away from that. Let's take a look at that. 1 Dawn away from blocking that out. Or excuse me, 1 counter away from blocking that out. And they could have Shirahoshi this. And then they would have definitely been onto some big anel games. But I think even that would be too little too late. Because you can swing twice. And I will, because you spend all of your Dawn, I will have plenty to go around. And I was gonna go into a Rad Beam. So I would have had 2 Dawn up, 4, 4, and then, you know, another 4. Yeah, I would have been A-okay. Because they would have only had 2 swings. And then, of course, we would swing back with everything. But, yeah, with that being said, let's take it over to the gist of the list. Well, there you have it, gang. Made it to the gist of the list. Got you a couple more matches with just that Rosinante purple Luffy, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm talking about. A lot of fun. It's adding a lot of consistency too. Like having this play out one of these and draw back some of these, or get rid of them and draw 2 more cards and draw into what you need. And I don't know, man. It's really working. It's probably the most proud I've been of a deck list in some time for sure. So I'm really liking RP Luffy and where it's at right now. Also, what's really cool is that I haven't even touched any OP-11 stuff for this leader. Like, haven't even thought about putting anything from OP-11 into this leader. So this is a pure OP-10. You will play this deck in March if you so desire. deck list. You know what I'm saying? And all we're getting out of it, all we need from OP-10 is 4, 8 SRs, 3 rares, and just pick you up a play set of these and these. You know what I'm saying? These are uncommon, so don't think you're gonna buy a booster box and actually get 4 of them. That's not how it's gonna work. You're gonna buy a booster box, you're gonna get 1 of them, and you're gonna think to yourself, damn, this shit really is uncommon. And then you're gonna be trading with your friends and shit. So anyways, but that sums this one up, guys. I know that people are talking about divine intervention or whatever, and I feel that. I'm just not playing it right now. And I'm still having a great time. So, anywho, that's my list. I'm sticking to it. I am open to, of course, suggestions and stuff like that. We will continue to experiment. We will continue to try different things out. But let me know how it's working for you. Smash that like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell, and go down in the comments. Let me know, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What would you be doing differently? And I will see you guys in the next one. This has been Marauder Music with 3-Piece TCG. Big TCG. The votes are still up, so if there's a landslide, we'll bring out my Luffy, or it's looking like the next one I bring you guys is going to be Cat tomorrow. So anyways, I'll see you then, guys.
Flows like a faucet, swag dripping like a faucet. Dooney fixing, got Luffy ambition, king of the rappers, the mission. I see they got the lights, camera, but no action. They actually fiction.